Hello. In this short video, we're going to make a simple example of how to use this automatic recode option of SPSS. Well, this option is basically the option you use when you want to transform a string type variable, okay, into a numeric type variable. I strongly recommend you to use always numeric type variables, even if the variables are categorical. What I mean is that, for example, you want to you have the field gender for your customers. You may use, of course, the words male and female as values of this categorical variable, but it's much better if you use codes, numeric codes. I mean, 1, for example, for male and 2 for female. So you use numbers as codes and then labels as, text as labels of that codes. Okay, so when you want basically to solve this kind of problem in a file, you use you have this automatic recode option instead of using a manual recode. You basically use this embedded option in SPSS to do it automatically. Okay, let's do it. We're going to open this telecom totals backup that you can find it in the folder of the session 6 if I'm not wrong. So I will move to SPSS and I'm going to open this total backups. I cannot find it. Let's browse computer. Okay, that's right. Sorry, now classes, business school, handling, what? Okay, telecom totals backup.sap. Very good. And now what I want to do, let's come back to the Word document. What I want to do is to transform there's two variables, look plan and LD plan. Let's take a look at SPSS, and if we move to variable view, we can see that there's two variables containing the prices plans for local calls and long distance calls are string variables, as you can see here in the menu in this column, in this type column. Okay, this is a very bad idea. So we're going to transform these string variables into numeric type variables. So basically we move to transform and then automatic recode. It's very simple. Okay, once we're in this dialog box, we select the variables we want to transform. The first one is this local plan. Okay, we need a new for the new variable for the numeric version of this loc plan string variable. So we simply type a new name, for example, loc plan new. Okay, we add the new name, that's important. We select the second variable to transform, that is this long distance plan. You can see in the icon here in this symbol kind of a here. So there's a blue dot, a red dot or circle, and then this a. That means that this is a string variable. Okay, when the variable is a categorical variable but it's not a string variable, then you will see a similar symbol but without this a. Okay, let's choose this LD plan also. Let's type a new name for the numeric version of this LD plan. For example, LD plan new. Okay, and we add a new name, and basically that's all. Maybe it's interesting to select this option, because if you have blank string values in this in the former string type variables, SPSS will assign a code, a numeric code, to these blank strings, and you don't want this option. I mean, what you want is to transform these blank strings that basically are missings, are system missings. You want to consider these blank strings as user missings. So that's what we select here, and basically click OK. And let's go before maybe to the SPSS and take a look at the result. Okay, if I move to data view, what I see is now that in these new two variables, I have more or less the same content, okay, as in the former variables. You see a standard or discount, but the difference is that here in these two new variables I'm using numbers as codes. If I switch between these labels and the codes using this very interesting icon here, okay, I can see that these two new variables are numeric type variables, but these numbers 2, 1, 3 have also labels assigned, so I can either see the codes or the labels if I prefer. Okay. Well, coming back to the output, we can see two interesting things. The first one is this. Can you see this M here with this 3M? Well, this means that there was a kind of there were blank spaces, okay, or blank strings in the former variables that have been transformed to user missings. This 3 means that the user missing code assigned to these user missings was 3 in the case of log plan and 4 in the case of LD plan. And effectively, if we take a look to the variable view, what we can see is that the codes used as valid values for those two variables have been, let's take a look at log plan new, have been 1 for discount and 2 for standard price plan, for example, okay? And then the value 3 is declared as a missing value, as user missing value, so as a missing value, okay? In the case of LD plan, the valid codes were discount, known, and standard 1, 2, and 3, and the missing and the user missing value used is number 4. Okay. Well, as you can see, we have a kind of inconsistency, because here in this variable, well, both variables contain price plans, but in this first variable, local plan, we have value 1 and 2, 1 for discount and 2 for standard, while in the second variable for long distance price plans, we have values 1 for discount, 2 for known, and this is new, okay, and 3 for standard plan. Coming back to the output viewer, we see exactly this. The codes had been assigned in alphabetical order to the different, let's say, values of this of the former string variable. So 1 was assigned to discount here in this variable, and 2 to a standard case. But in the case of LD plan, we also had this kind of known value in the known word here in the string variable. So the codes assigned had been 1, 2, and 3, and that means that we have this kind of inconsistency, that code 2 is here assigned to standard and here is assigned to known. If we want both variables to share the same structure of codes, what we can do is to select this automatic recode menu. We select this option here, use the same recoding scheme for all variables, and then both variables will have codes 1, 2, and 3, 1 for discount, 2 for standard, and 2 for known, and 3 for standard plan, even if we don't have customers with this known value here in the variable log plan. Okay. I think that's enough for this first very short sample. Okay, yes, that's all.